Like any good mum, my wife is busy researching and speaking to people about all things babies. One in particular topic that she's been discussing a lot with fellow parents is babies and sleep. Guys, it's Dr. Scott here having a dad chat with a difference. And today I'm going to talk about the 4 basic key ingredients to a happy, healthy child and a problem with 3 of them that could affect your baby's sleep. You see, guys, kids have 4 basic jobs: eat, sleep, poo, and move. That's all they've got to do. And that's all they've got to do for pretty much the first 12 months of their life. From there, yes, obviously things such as socializing and learning all sorts of more advanced movements is key, but in the early days, it's pretty simple. So sleep being a really hot topic amongst all mums and any parent, I'm going to talk about a problem with eating, a problem with sleep, moving, and a problem with pooing that could be contributing to your child suffering from irritability, which leads to a lack of sleep. For parents, that means you're walking the halls at all hours of the night. So, number 1, let's talk about poo, because what goes in must come out. Guys, if your child is having any problems with their bowels, they're going to be incredibly uncomfortable. A surefire sign that a child is having some issues with their bowels is if you know that they are doing a poo. In other words, if they have a poo face, if they go red in the face, if you can visibly see that they are straining, that is the definition of constipation. You see, it's defined by the ease by which you can have a bowel movement, not by the frequency or how hard or how soft or any of that sort of stuff. Without doubt, one of the most common problems that we tend to find with kids who are suffering with some form of constipation will be associated with their tailbone or their sacrum. You see, at this age, it's 5 movable little bones, so there's lots of variables in there that can contribute to some form of bowel dysfunction. At the other end of the spectrum, when it comes to eating, by far the greatest impact on a child's ease of eating, now I'm going to particularly refer to breastfeeding, but this would be exactly the same with the bottle, is if they have some form of very sore neck. You see, one of the keys with eating is it's also a opportunity for the child to learn how to move their head correctly. And in particular, if the child has limited twisting, limited rotation of their neck to one side or the other, they will have a preference for one boob that they prefer to feed on. That tends to create all sorts of complications for mum, from mastitis to reduced supply, etc. So if they have a sore neck, very, very commonly associated with the birth process, one of the surefire indicators of that is an inability to feed well. And if a child is hungry, I can guarantee you they are not going to sleep. Last but not least is their movements. And you would notice with any newborn and any child, probably up to about the age of 6 months, is they are constantly moving, particularly in very random manners. And that's all about the neurodevelopmental movement patterns in their brain. You see, if they don't move it, they don't realize that it exists. One of the key movements that is very noticeable with a child, particularly the kid that doesn't like getting dressed or undressed, or doesn't particularly like bath time, is if they have some form of what is known as shoulder dystocia, which is a fancy set of words for saying, I have a really sore shoulder. Now, the shoulder will definitely limit their ability to move evenly. It's very heavily tied into the neck, so it can be linked to the birth process. But it is a really, really irritating situation which will make a child very uncomfortable. This will be the child that really finds the issue of swaddling a bit challenging. So guys, there it is. A problem with eating, a problem with pooing, a problem with moving, all leading to a problem with sleep. Remember, with sleep, a child, a newborn, my son's age, should be getting somewhere between 16 and 18 hours of sleep in a 24-hour period, which means their life should basically be eat, nappy change, sleep, rinse and repeat. Guys, if you know of anyone suffering with any of these issues, share this video and this email with them. We'd love to be able to help them out. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing each and every single one of you in the office real soon. Bye.